Alright, so we are now live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you guys are watching my stream. Welcome, and today we will continue with Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Played this game last week, and the last time we played this, we are sure somebody was channeling Inga's spirit. The question is who? Only two people are able to channel spirit in this country, the Queen and Maya. The Queen certainly didn't do it, she had eyewitnesses, and Maya has, what you call it? What you call it in legal terms, has testified that she didn't do it. She didn't channel Inga's spirit. So, if not the two of them, who did it? We thought that uh, Naina could be the one who do it. Could be the one who channeled Inga's spirit, but is that true? We are going to find out. This court wishes to know if you did or did not channel Minister Inga in his private quarters. I'm not spirit medium, Sonny. Is that the name? I'm not. Oh no, I'm not muting myself. Okay, I thought I accidentally muted myself. I was feeling under the weather yesterday and decided to rest these weary bones. Besides which, a lowly servant such as I could not possibly be an honorable spirit medium. I have to. I think I have to disprove this sentence somehow. Only members of the royal family can learn the art of spirit channeling here in Kurain. Remember the royal family? After Queen Amara's passing, Her Eminence, Queen Karan, is the only spirit medium left. If you believe a medium to be the culprit, it has to be that young lass, Maya Fey. And there you have it. It seems you have summoned her for nothing. Only those of the royal bloodline have the power of spirit channeling. That a servant such as Nena could channel spirits is a most amusing jest. On the surface anyway. But our line of reasoning has led us to this end. That Nena channeled Inga's spirit. Alright, the defense may now question the witness. Alright, let's do this, old woman. All these dogs stole your head when you were in the courtyard yesterday afternoon. Was it after that that you decided to take a rest? I had been feeling unwell all day and had pushed myself too hard. I kept feeling weak and dizzy, and that dirty mongrel only served to worsen my condition. Well, I sympathize with you, Nena. You took the whole day off without informing Princess Reifa. She was very worried about you, you know. How very kind of her benevolence. But she need not concern herself with the welfare of a mere servant such as I. Except to Reifa, Nena is not just a mere servant. To even think a mere commoner could channel spirits or slay a minister. What hogwash! We haven't used this at all. Since only the queen knows the founder's real name. We haven't used this at all. The first capability act. We haven't got to this. The Austin's incident involving Amara's private residence. Amara was slipped a slippery pill. The latter found and the scene had dark fingerprints on it. Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. How did he get caught up in this incident? He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burned up in the fire. Without knowing his real name, no divination seance could be performed. As the son of the dead struck, Naita was expelled from the royal family. Sins of the father are visited upon his children, deeply rooted. I'll break out everything. Koya Shadow had what looked to be Naina's head. You can barely see her face. This is Queen Amara and... Is that really Naita, huh? It is 23 years ago. Okay, so who amongst... Where's the list of witnesses? I don't have the list of witnesses. Oh well. Somehow Naina's description is written in here. Purple hat, glasses, diamond shaped tattoo on forehead. Doug and Queen Amara. Doug's blood. Yeah, that woman is this one, this lady. So that must be Amara. I hear you are the head servant, isn't that right? Are you suggesting that my position affords me the ability to channel spirits? Since you're the head servant to a family of channelers, I'd say it's plausible. If you wanted to, it's not impossible for you to learn through exposure. I think not. Hang on, how big is her hat? Her hat should cover all those hairs. And I think the head is not that big. Isn't big enough to cover her hairs. Look at those hairs. Oh my god. Well, that goes against the fairy underpinnings of the kingdom of Kurain. To become a spirit medium requires a noble spirit and rigorous training. But most importantly, one must be a direct descendant of the founder. What? It is not simply some hobby one can take up in the manner of knitting or gardening. So, commoners could never become a medium, no matter how hard they tried. That is common knowledge to all who are born and raised here, young hornhead. But people from the Fey family could channel spirits, so what say you about it? Okay then. What if you actually have royal blood in your veins, Naina? Like a distant relative or something? I am from a line of humble fishermen, all the way back to my grandfather's grandfather. I've never heard talk of royal blood or noble ancestry. Apollo, if spirit channeling is a secret art passed down from mother to daughter, then even with a royal ancestor, it would be impossible to learn without the right training. It is as the Pope once says, it also must be mentioned that this secret art is only taught here in the kingdom of Kurain and your country's Kurain village. Why aren't things falling into place like I expected? I would ask the witness to continue her testimony. After Queen Amara's passing, Her Eminence, Queen Karan, is the only spirit medium left. Queen Amara was the victim of an assassination, right? Yes? Oh, she was a beautiful, gentle soul. But she fell in love with a man of dubious origins and was murdered in a terrible blaze. Fate can be so cruel. Except she's actually still alive. Poor Nana's yet another follower unwittingly praying over an empty sarcophagus. Mara, the queen has been locked away, and her existence in this world erased. But the fact that she's still alive shackles Nayuta to Karan's will. Nayuta, the only reason you're still standing there by that woman's side is because you're afraid of what would happen to Amara otherwise, right? We need not recount such ancient history. Let us continue with the witness testimony. His fair was being held hostage. She was completely tied up and didn't even know Minister Inga's true name, making it impossible for her to kill or channel him. Ah, I know nothing of that. Listen, you horned devil. Were you not just insisting that it was Maya Fey who had channeled Minister Inga? My, how quickly you change your tune. Now I'm just quick on my feet when new information presents itself. I'm also quick to force my biggest smile when times like these demand it. It's good that you're following my advice, Apollo. But try not to look so forced while you do, would you? Nana is right about one thing though. Only those of the royal bloodline can be spirit mediums in Kurain. Common folk like us are out of luck. Yeah, I guess so. Still. Closely connecting all the dots. Okay, I played this more than a week ago. I kind of forgot all the small details. So. Okay, so we need to prove that she can channel spirits, either because she knows how to do it or she's a royal bloodline. A lowly servant to this eye could not possibly be an honorable spirit medium. And then this one, only members of the royal family can learn the spirit channeling. Or this one, Her Eminence Congar's only spirit medium left. We need to prove that she is also another spirit medium. So this one or this one. Maybe this one? I'm not sure. Approximately 3 p.m. But let's try to start winning this back. He's covered in the ashes of the tomb's incense burners, kicked in suit. Hmm. Dog's blood. Medication Inga used for his back pain, said my pain disappear. It's normal if there is discussion about Doug and Phoenix, but why is Nana here? Purple hat glasses, diamond shaped tattoo on forehead. Yamaha's life. Someone's channeling someone. Picture taken CPM. I cannot see the face. Is he really going garden? Okay, Kanyana by a dog and a wabad. Lawless weapons is design cannot possibly be an honor for a street media. Members of the family can learn the expression. Which part, which evidence that says something about spirit channeling? Fingerprints found inside the lid. Pleasant found others too. It's Doug's blood? That makes sense. Why is Doug's blood, you know, made a stain like these? Purple head glasses demonstrate tattoo on forehead. Hmm. Ah. Mara. Is there any clues here? A photo in talking about us live on the hunt 23 years ago. Picture taken around 2 p.m. No, I witnessed a picture that's taken between 2 and 3. Or maybe between 2:30 and 3. Oh wait, Konamara is not dead yet. Wait, we cannot prove that. We don't have any evidence that she's still alive. Right? From the song we don't have any evidence that Queen Amara is still alive. This is 23 years ago. We don't have any evidence that says Queen Amara is still alive. Yeah, we don't. Queen Amara was the victim of an assassination, right? Dubious origins. Says she's actually still alive, but we cannot prove it. The queen who's been locked away and her existence in this world erased. Is there any proof that Queen Amara is still alive? When was this taken? I don't know, it's not written. And most importantly, if we kind of prove here in this code that Queen Amara was still alive, then the next question would be, did Queen Amara do the channeling? I'm gonna have to prove that. Did Queen Amara do the channeling? I mean, where is she now? She's being locked away. If she's been locked away, there's no way she's the one doing the channeling. Dark Phoenix. I totally have no idea. Lolly someone such as I could not possibly be an honorable spirit medium. She member of the royal family. Who's Queen Amara's mother? Man, can't be Nana. What am I thinking? Somehow I think Nina is Kunamara's mother. That is preposterous. Which is it? You had all blood. She said she came from a land of fishermen. This is hard. I was hoping this to be quite easy, but maybe it's because I haven't played this in a week. I forgot how to how to think. If it's not this one, never saw family, then it's gonna be this one. But with this, that means we're pointing our finger to Queen Amata, so it can't be that. It's not this one. It's not my affair. We have to present this. Oh, it's this one? Are you shitting me? Is really that one? Okay, so I presented what makes sense in terms of a direct contradiction. Except I don't know how to make it make sense in the larger context in this case. Well, is the defense going to follow up its loud objection with a sound explanation? Oh, sorry. How do I put this? I believe there is a problem with Nana's testimony. Go on. She asserted that she cannot possibly be a spirit medium because in Kunain, only members of the royal family can learn how to channel spirits. I failed to see the problem in that statement, defense. Hold on, I'm getting to it, your Megastry. Are you gonna do it, Apollo? Are you really gonna accuse Queen Amara now? Naina stated an absolute falsehood. Since we know that Amara is still alive. At the same time, circumstantial evidence points to Naina channeling Inga. After all, just after she entered his private quarters, Inga came running out screaming, despite having been killed at 2 p.m. That would mean that Naina channeled Inga. Yeah, that's the logical line of reasoning. Naina must have channeled Inga. Even though supposedly only those of the royal family are capable of doing so. Wait. Is it too late to ask for a refund on my trip down the rabbit hole? It's alright. You might think I've lost my mind with this bluff, but if I can at least establish the possibility, I think it'll give us the break we need. Wait a sec. Are you going to propose what I think you are? Are we gonna say that Naina is actually Amara in disguise? Are you kidding me? Yes, it's a huge risk, but I think there is a chance I can prove it. Will the court please take a look at this photo? Uh-oh. This photo's very existence, to say nothing of the person in it, contradicts the witness' claim that Queen Garan is the only remaining spirit medium in Kurain. Oh, devil! You mustn't! Why is she all of a sudden? Oh, but I must. Under these circumstances, the outcome of this trial depends on it. But you already knew that, didn't you, Your Eminence? She's cornered all of a sudden. Is she afraid to... Only the fans, please explain who is shown in the photograph. Judge, how can you not know? The person in this photo is the previous queen, Amara Sigata Kurain. Contrary to popular belief, she was never assassinated. In fact, she is very much alive. What? But that's nonsense. Take a good look at the logbook in this photo, Your Majesty. The mark of the dragon branded on it could only have been placed there after Queen Amara's supposed assassination. Queen Amara's still alive! While I personally find it hard to believe, I will allow the defense to continue. You may proceed, defense. Queen Amara's death was staged to keep her safe from her would-be killer. Yet, according to Dirk, she is actually being held captive somewhere. But the real truth is that Queen Amara is not being held in confinement. Rather, she walks freely among us. Here, in this very courtroom today. But how? What happens when you pray for a while? Now you talk. Do not be deceived, Your Majesty. The red pepper is skilled in weaving plausible lies. It is the cunning lawyerly art known as bluffing. Yeah. Thank you for acknowledging my art. But knowing this, there is no need to fear his forked tongue. That's why you're wrong, prosecutor. Because you'll be quaking in your boots soon enough. Is that so? It's my turn, Nayuta, to wake you up to the truth right before your eyes. Queen Amara is still very much alive and has been disguising herself as really doing it. And who is 23 years old? Nayuta is 25. And my Sky. Maya is 28 now. Raifa is 14. Somehow we don't know her age. Maya Faye. We're really doing this. But that's eek. Wait, are we correct? Are we actually correct? Are you kidding me, huh, game? This wild ass prediction is right. This is the simplest and cleanest explanation for everything we've covered so far. The person who killed Minister Inga. Someone with intimate knowledge of the divination seance. The medium who channeled the minister in order to mask the real time of his death. Condense these traits into one person and you get a spirit medium of royal blood. That person is none other than you, Naina. Your true identity is the former Queen Amara and the killer we've been looking for all along. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're really doing it. That would be my reaction too. Have you finally lost your mind, Mr. Justice? What you say is beyond blasphemous, even in the depths of hell. Oh my, such frightening allegations. Indeed, and absolutely ludicrous to boot. Her Eminence Queen Amara yet lives. And it's actually Miss Naina here. You have truly gone off the deep end. You don't have to take my word for it. In fact, a certain someone can help me prove it. Your Eminence. If Queen Amara truly is dead, you should be able to channel her spirit right here, right now. Isn't that correct? Oh, that's true. Oh my god. Apollo, you're bluffing a big way here, but I think you're right. I can deny it no longer. What? The lawyer speaks the truth. Naina, the woman who stands here before us. It's Amara! The former queen believed to have perished 23 years ago. Oh my god, it's real. She admitted it? Are you kidding me? Volkunka! Are you kidding me? Finally got Inga's real killer on the stand. Naina, no. Amara Sigatar Kurain. Please drop the act and tell us what really happened. Hang on. Then how old is she? Even Jill is 45. We don't know how old she is. Even Jill is 45. Oh god. Are you gonna drop the act now? Come on, do it. Do a transformation or something. Oh, dearie me. I guess I shouldn't have underestimated the power of youth. Well done, young hornhead. Oh, transformation time. What's she doing? She transforms. Oh my god. Wow! It's like she's a magical girl or something. I was getting tired of masquerading as an old woman anyway. It has been far too long since I last greeted you, good people of Kurain. It is I, Amara Sigata Kurain, your former queen. Oh my god, this is so crazy. This is crazy beyond whatever crazy that have happened in this game. Oh my god. Should I save here? Yeah, let's save here. What the hell? Hang on, I need to go to the bathroom. Real quick. Holy shit, man. I'm back. Hang on, let me have a drink. Wait, so she's not in prison? I thought she's in prison, but if she's not in prison, then why didn't she just run away? Queen Amara! What? And I thought Karen's makeover was extreme. Can it really be true? You are alive and well? It is true. I feel as if I've been caught back from the Twilight Realm. I fear I have caused all of you a great deal of distress. Oh ho 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 ho. Amara. I'm sorry I was unable to keep your secret any longer. I hope you can forgive me. It is quite alright, Karan. I am safe now. For Dirk, that black god who threatened my life, will be recaptured soon enough. What? Hang on, are you not on Dirk's side? I need not conceal my identity any longer. Queen Amara, what does this all mean? Yeah, what does it all mean? I'm getting confused. Were you not killed in that fire 23 years ago? I barely escaped that blaze with my life. How? I thought you were drugged, huh? But though I survived, I knew that scoundrel would make further attempts on my life. Therefore, I staged my death and abdicated the throne to my dear younger sister, Karan. About the building of that great tomb, and disguising yourself as a lovely servant. Why would you do such a thing? Karan, I would have you explain. I wished for her to be close at hand. It was the only way I felt I could protect her. And it was the best way to hide her from the eyes of the public. After all, who could conceive of Amara lowering her station to that of a servant? She's got that right. And when Dirk thought Amara was being held captive in some far-off place, he never even guessed she was living as a servant, right in plain sight. I must say, a life dedicated to the servitude of others is not the least bit disagreeable. It is a quiet, humble existence, far removed from the tedium of regal duties. Ah, but those days of peace have ended. And it's all because of you, hornhead. Why is it my fault now? You should consider yourself lucky if that's all this ends with. If there is something you wish to say, then say it. It doesn't matter who you are, you won't escape the crime you committed. The defense moves to indict you as Justice Minister Inga's real killer. We're doing it. What's this? You would accuse Queen Amara of homicide? Yeah, someone have to be guilty. A grand priestess or Queenism? You can't do that. Why? Nepotism? Huh? She's virtually a goddess in the eyes of her people. I am not her people, so I can accuse her of any crime I want. Thank you very much. If you commit the crime, you better be ready to do the time. Be you a priest, saint, queen, or god. I've never met such an egalitarian person. Queen Amara, in your years disguised as an Aina, you would have learned about Minister Inga's disorder. You knew you could dress in Dirk's clothes to forge a convincing seance vision. Isn't that right? Oh ho 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 ho! What a curious character you are. You would label me a murderer? Me, the one who the people regarded as a reincarnation of the Holy Mother herself? You may be a grand figure in Queenism, but as a foreigner, you're just another suspect to me. Yeah, what I said. It would appear your words are not in jest. Am I to suffer the sullying of my good name with accusations of murder most foul? Please, Queen Amara, forgive his impudence. The lawyer knows not what he speaks. Fear not, good Majesty, for this is the sacred hall of justice. Though I am a Grand Priestess, on this stand I am but a witness like any other. I shall face his accusations with grace and benevolence. Your compassion overflows, your mercifulness. Oh, young lawyer, in my benevolence, I must warn you that your assertion suffers from a tragic flaw. Huh? There is a flaw? Nayuta? Yes, your mercifulness. So that's her title, your mercifulness. Who was present in the tomb when the murder was discovered? Duk Samadhi, Maya Fey, and the victim, Minister Inga. I see. That is a fatal flaw indeed. It appears Queen Amara couldn't possibly have gone to the tomb as Minister Inga. Why not? What? Why not? Do not keep the defense waiting, Nayuta. Explain how wrong he truly is. Yes, your mercifulness. Her benevolence, Princess Reifa, saw Minister Inga enter the tomb around 2:30 p.m. Yet you, the defense, claim the person she saw was the minister being channeled by Queen Amara. However, if her mercifulness had channeled him and moved to the tomb, then, once she was done channeling, Kunamata would have re-emerged and been left stuck in the tomb. Ah, yes, exactly the problem and exactly the reason why we thought it was Maya who channeled Inga. Whoever channeled him had to stay, must be in the tomb. Oh yeah. Had she tried to exit before you all arrive, Princess Reifa, who had been looking down upon the courtyard, would have seen her. However, her benevolence saw nothing of the sort. In conclusion, Queen Amara could not have left the tomb without being observed. And yet, was she there in the tomb when the murder was discovered? Defense? No, she wasn't. Now do you see? Your flimsy claim has been uprooted like a sapling in a flood. Sapling in a flood? Oh, ah! Well, that was entertaining, Prosecutor Sanmadi. Assume the prosecution of this case and clear your mother's good name. You wish for me to take over? Yes, prosecute your father to save your mother. What a poignant fate you bear, but bear it you must. Are you ready? Yes, Your Eminence. And there you have it, Your Majesty. I shall watch the rest of the proceedings from the sidelines. I relinquish complete control of this sacred hall to your authority once more. Oh, why, thank you, Your Eminence. Now then, Your mercifulness, your testimony, if you please. I can't believe Amara is not on our side. What the hell is happening? I thought she would be at least supporting Dirk, but she was not on our side. Holy shit. The lawyer's theory is absurd. Now I shall destroy your utterly absurd and barbarous theory. Oh shell, I'm barbarous and you are civilized, yeah. Mm-mm. I was not anywhere near the tomb following the murder. Were your theory correct? I would have been in the tomb once I have stopped channeling. My husband Dirk is the killer, but he has fled from this sacred hall. May the Holy Mother rain judgment upon the traitor Dirk's son Marty for his crimes. She prays at the end of the testimony. Oh, such marvelous testimony. You are truly a treasure, your mercifulness. This too is but by the grace of her holiness. No doubt my unmasking here today was her will as well. Oh my, the Holy Mother, you say? Yes, surely her holiness has guided me to this witness stand. Where did they come from, huh? How come we have all these animals here? We haven't seen them before. Oh, how magnificent. Queen Amara, the Holy Mother's messenger here on earth. Where did those animals even come from? Yeah, exactly. Now then, the defense may question the witness. But remember, she is a grand priestess, so disrespect will not be tolerated. That means no pointing out conflicts, inconsistencies, or any other flaws in her testimony. Then what am I supposed to do? Huh? Wait, are those animals gonna be here? Is that tiger tame? Hang on. Wait. Is it a problem if I press the wrong part? Eh? My theory is utterly absurd and barbarous and high-handed, if I may say so. Nayata was right to call you putrid-minded. Like mother, like son. Surely even the monkeys of Mount Pony's holy waterfalls could devise a better theory. Surely you can steal better insults than Nayuta's best. Now then, to all of you gathered in this sacred hall, need I remind you? True, but well, maybe you're hiding inside the sarcophagus. Nobody checked it. After all, it does technically belong to you. I bet you have no trouble opening it. If I had been in there, I could not be here today. For the tomb has been under constant surveillance since the murder. I would have never been able to leave. Well, that would explain why we didn't see Naina like for the entire day yesterday. But then how did she leave, huh? We need to be able to explain how she left the sarcophagus. If I might ask, What's in that sarcophagus anyway? You're still alive, so there's despair, sadness, hatred, and malice. I would expect something tangible. Only one brave enough to see the truth hidden deep within could discover the final hope. My continued corporeality. You're talking as if you're already dead. You completely lost me. In other words, it's empty. Oh my god, is that it, huh? Can, could you discover the final hope? Continue corporeality. But no one dared to open it because they were too scared of the curse. Now, will you dispense with the theory? It is as empty as my sarcophagus. Hang on, can you at least tell your tiger to I don't know, go somewhere? He's the only dangerous animal around here. Hmm. Maybe you were, but you were hiding somewhere. I'll admit you weren't in the tomb after the murder. Very good, but that very truth refutes your theory. Even if I had channeled Minister Inga and entered the tomb, the moment I ceased channeling him, I would have re-emerged at the crime scene. Precisely. As you said yourself, Defense, Queen Amara was not there after the murder. The only living souls in the tomb at that time were Dukes Ahmadi and Maya Fey. Ah. Be it in this life or the next, there is no escaping such simple truth. You're accusing your husband now, huh? For him. There must be a reason why he had to make his escape today. A reason? Ah, perhaps. Perhaps what? Perhaps to conceal himself and lie in wait for another chance to claim my life. But what's this? You accuse him of attempted murder? No, no, no. It's definitely not like that, your mercifulness. First of all, you don't really believe he's trying to kill you, do you? After all, you two ran off together after he rescued you all those years ago. That was only because he had the audacity to claim it wasn't me. You must believe me. It was my duty as a wife to her husband to bend an ear to him, was it not? Communication after disagreement is a secret to a long and happy marriage. I'm not gonna call your marriage happy after you accuse him of trying to kill you. Sure, I guess. What do you think, Mr. Rod? Don't ask me. Yeah, you're not married to, I forgot, sorry. That is why I listened to Dirk. However, he didn't have a shred of evidence to support his claim. It grieves me to admit it, but my husband truly did try to murder me. That's quite enough. It's abundantly clear that Guinamara's testimony is flawless. Oh ho ho. Do you understand now, lawyer? This is bad. The judge isn't going to let Nicholas examine her much longer. Her mother should have been in the tomb after the minister's murder, but she wasn't. Yeah. Where did she go? I mean, this is the diagram. There's no place for her to hide, right? Beside the sarcophagus. Even if she did hide somewhere in this place, how did she walk out of the tomb, huh? She would have to escape somehow. Just someone else. That's the previous queen. She is a spirit medium known as the Grand Priestess and possesses incredible spiritual power. She's only a year apart. I don't get it. How did she just vanish from the scene of the crime like that? It shouldn't be possible for normal people to... For normal people? Ah, maybe. Maybe what? Your Majesty, I think I can explain why Queen Amada wasn't there in the tomb after the murder. Really, how? Very well, defense. Do explain. I believe it was accomplished through a method only she is capable of. What? And by using this special method, it will be possible for her to literally disappear. How? Well, don't keep us waiting. Let's hear it. She did not. She clung to the ceiling. She channeled someone? Huh? Okay, she clearly didn't hide in the sarcophagus. She didn't. It's impossible for her to climb to the ceiling. Are you telling me she channeled someone? Who? Maya is here. She channeled someone. All she had to do was channel someone. Oh my god, don't tell me. Then she could easily disappear from the scene of the crime. After all, she would literally be someone else. Why, I believe that actually makes sense. What do you have to say to that, Queen Amara? Do you believe that I, a Grand Priestess, would use the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit murder? Yes. Yes, I believe that. Uh oh, the VGM stops. What's happening now? Oh my god. What the? There was a lightning just now. Even the judge is hiding. Judge, please come back. How dare you spew such vile blasphemy in defense? You will retract your last statement or face immediate execution. I'm sorry, what? Cannot do that. No, good Majesty. It is quite alright. Cryonism also teaches that we must respond at all times with reasoned principle. Therefore, I shall offer a measured response to his blasphemous accusation. Do you have something to counter with? Indeed. Now, are you listening? It would not have been possible to simply vanish by means of spirit channeling. After all, it would require a deceased person to channel. However, there was only one murdered victim in the tomb. And that was Minister Inga. The only others there right after the murder were Dirk and Miss Faye. Oh my god, if Apollo's theory is correct, then Dirk is already dead. But when did he die, huh? Ah, had I channeled Inga as you allege, well, the outcome would have been quite odd to say the least. For that, beside the dead minister, a living, breathing one would have appeared. I did not think that your channel Inga. Even if I had been in the tomb, there was no one to channel except the deceased minister. So you see, I couldn't have vanished by means of spirit channeling. God, that's true, but I can't rule it out yet. Because, well, what if there was another victim? Someone we haven't identified yet. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is why a bloodstain from Amara's tomb. This bloodstain is not from Amara's tomb. It is to Amara's tomb. Oh my god. It is Dirk's blood. Holy shit. How absurd. If you channeled someone other than Minister Inga, you could have used their identity to disappear from the tomb. Another victim? Queen Amara. Please add your last statement to your testimony. This could explain everything. Oh my god, yes. Wasn't there some sign of another victim there in the tomb? And yet, why do I sense I'm not going to like what I'm about to find out? There was no other spirit to channel until he was dead. Was the sole victim, there was no other spirit to channel until he was dead. Oh my god. This blood is not, it is Dirk's blood, but it is not the blood stain from Amara's tomb. It is to Amara's tomb. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm presenting this, but it proves that there was another victim. Still, the only ones there at the scene of the crime were oh my god, holy shit. No, it can't be. Were the defense scared to share something with us? Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you? Whatever are you talking about? Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm not doubting it. She's the enemy. Okay, there's no chance of her turning to our side. I thought she's like another good person, but no, she's not. She's our enemy. If you won't tell this court, then I will. Well, don't keep us waiting. This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead. I don't like it. But a second victim, Apollo? Queen Amara, after you channeled Minister Inga and moved to the tomb, you vanished from the scene of the crime by channeling the other victim. That explains why no one found you after the murder was discovered. Oh my god. Hang on, so hang on. The next question is, how did Dirk die? How did Dirk die? Did Dirk die because of a fight with Minister Inga? Or or did Amara kill him as Minister Inga? I'm not sure. Oh, you pretty Pepper. Of all the half-witted buffoonery to come tumbling from your lips. But suppose I indulge you and play along with your little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim? Oh my god. But there is no way this can be true. But no, I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. The other victim who couldn't Amara channel was... Can't believe it. Ah. Listen, son. Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. Oh, said that he died because of illness. There is no escaping death now that it has set its sights set on me. Dirk knew everything, but he couldn't bring himself to tell me. When he said he's about to die, he meant right now. I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. He couldn't accuse the love of his life. The sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amara was... What? You can't. That's not possible. The defendant, Dirk Ahmadi, is the one Queen Amara channeled. He is the other victim. This is insanity. Paul Kunkar. Apollo, what are you... Do you realize what you're proposing? I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered, but the facts and evidence speaks for themselves. And this is where they've led me. I see, after Inga's murder, Dirk and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amara... But it can't be, can it? Dirk's blood stain at the scene of the crime was a clincher for me. He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The only logical explanation is Dirk had also been murdered. So that's enough. Your explanation cannot be the truth, and you would not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion. Nayuta, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong. But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body. It had to be somewhere nobody would ever look. And there's only one such place. Do you truly have proof? The fastest way would be to actually have someone go check the tomb. Go check the tomb. But why? Because I believe Dirk's killer hid his body here in the sarcophagus. You would suggest Guanamara sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. Plus, a killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But the body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means, I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence, being that Queen Amara yet lives, I trust we may now open it. If we must, Your Majesty, I believe Detective Sky is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter. Oh my god, holy shit, this is a plot twist of the plot twist. Now then, Detective Sky, your report if you please. I'll start with my findings. Please, please, please let me be wrong about this. I just want things to be as they were. A search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appears to be several days old. Oh my god, there is a body. Body? Detective Sky? Tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base. I have a photo of the body, and I have positively identified it as oh my god, it's really him. Dirk Samadi. Holy shit, it's really him. It's really him. Dirk! No! Damn, poor Apollo. Why? Why did this have to happen? Damn it, Dirk! Answer me. How can this be? The treacherous snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered? Oh, what a joyous day! Those fools shouting for change and revolution will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under. Ha 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 ha. Of course you'd be happy about it. Go. Who? What? Was I even fighting for? Apollo. What am I supposed to do now? For Apollo. I, son. A lawyer. Should never look the way you do right now. A dragon never yields. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaw firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. But, Dirk, what if the truth is that you are Apollo in court tomorrow? You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all. You believe in me that much, Dirk? The picture, the childhood. You can't even rescue him. He's always the one rescuing us. Dirk, I think I finally understand. I can't yield. Not now, not ever. Not after Dirk believed in me, despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dirk left me with two things I must do. Are you alright, Apollo? Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Apollo. Detective Sky. Yes? How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days? I'm positive. No autopsy has been performed yet, but I'd say it's been at least 3 days. Fortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. Oh, and the chest area bore 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon. 3 gunshot wounds? he was shot dead. Okay, it's not because of his disease. The chest area, 4 3 gunshot wounds from someone caliber weapon. I believe they are the cause of death. More than 3 days have passed since his death. He was shot 3 times in the chest. At least 3 days, huh? That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. Oh my god, that's a long time ago. Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. But then, who was channeling him? Yeah, Nana was here, right? Oh, I think it will have to be someone who could get into and stay in the U.S. without arousing suspicion. Yet also had a solid cover story, so they wouldn't be seen as missing. Maya? Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. He would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the US without arousing suspicion. It also had a solid cover story, so they wouldn't be seen as missing. It's Maya! She was she was kidnapped. All we know, she was kidnapped. Had solid cover. Maya? Oh, I see. She was being held hostage at the time, so it seemed only natural that she wasn't around. Right, and do you remember what she said earlier? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding? Sorry, but I promised Dirk I wouldn't say. You made a promise to Dirk? Mm-hmm, a pretty big one. Dirk didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of the Defiant Dragons would lose all hope if they found out. And that would snuff out the flames of revolution for good. Miss Faye, Dirk told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he? I guess there's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I promised not to tell. Dirk made me promise before he died. So I was right then. Apollo, there's something I need to tell you. It's about, you know, Dirk's final moments. I'm listening, Miss Faye. Hang on. happened in these final moments. It was soon after I was kidnapped. Dirk paid me a visit in that tomb where I was being held captive. I'd say it was a few days before Minister Inga's murder. Young lady, time to get you up and out of here. Oh, it's that revolutionary guy. I'm here to rescue you. You are? Why? I figured things were a little too quiet in that stamp-sucking scumbag. So I started digging around. That's when I found out you've been abducted. But why would a rebel help me? Let's go before it's too late. Everybody is for you, pal. Inga. Long time no see, you rebel blowhard. Inga. I know you're up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Oh. That's got us smart. You've become a real thorn in my side, see? So it's time for you to be pushing up daisies. Oh. Jack! Did you really think a pea shooter like that could kill a dragon? What the? Ah! What are you? Some kind of freak? Not to this! He ran away. Jack was shot several times, but he barely even flinched. He sacrificed himself for me. Ah, these ropes. I've gotta help you. Relax. It's going to be okay. Sorry things turn out this way, but it doesn't look like I have much longer. No, don't say that. You're a spirit medium, aren't you? When I'm gone, I want you to channel my spirit. Stop it! Don't give up like that. If you do, untying a rope like that would be... If you do, untying a rope like that would be child's play. No, please hang in there. You can still make it. Promise me for one thing, young lady. It's about my son. Dirk was talking about you, Apollo. He said he wanted to see you one last time. So he asked me to return to the US and channel his spirit. Oh, he really said that. That explains how a revolutionary leader from this country can board a plane to the US. He also said he'd been meaning to visit you for years, but kept putting it off. and that this was his last chance. He just showed up here without warning after all this time. What gives? Because he's already dead. I come all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here? Jack, you really did come to the US because you wanted to see me. I guess this means it was Inga that hid Doug's body in the sarcophagus after Maya left the tomb. Apollo, you can't stop now. Doug would want you to keep pressing on. I know, Miss Faye, and I won't disappoint him. Advance, if you are ready to proceed. I would first have you answer this. Do you believe the accused death will impact what we know about this case? Yes, and I believe I can explain everything now. Very well. Your explanation, please. Hang on, let me have a drink. Doug entered the tomb at 3 p.m. The time the hostage exchange was to take place. Or rather, Doug, as channeled by Miss Faye, did. Now, by the time he entered the tomb at 3 p.m., Minister Inga was already dead. I say that because we know the minister was murdered at 2 p.m. But there was someone else in there. This person was already hiding in the tomb, waiting to channel Doug in place of Miss Faye. It was you, wasn't it? The fact of the matter is, Queen Amara killed Minister Inga at 2 p.m. She then went to his private quarters and channeled his spirit. The minister, thinking he was going to be late, hurried to the tomb for the hostage exchange. But once in the tomb, he saw himself dead. Queen Amada stopped channeling Minister Inga and hid herself. Then, when Doug entered at 3 p.m., she snuck up from behind. And forcibly drove Doug's spirit out of Miss Faye's body. Drove his spirit out of her body? Impossible. Actually, there is a way to do that. Yeah, we saw how that happened. With the Magatama of parting, that is. Using one, anyone could drop a spirit out of a person's body, even if it refused to leave. Are you telling me that the extra pale brown Magatama in the tomb was... That it was. That's right, Rosicata Marty, and you've seen one in action before. You saw how the glowing red Magatama sent the High Priest back to the Twilight Realm. And how it turned a pale brown afterwards. I totally forgot about it. I'm glad Phoenix remembered. In other words, the Grandma Gautama found in the tomb looks that way because its power had been used up in pushing Dirk's spirit out of his space body, right? If only you have that in the record. Where is it? Oh, there's nothing here. I probably passed out as soon as Dirk's spirit left my body. I was exhausted after channeling him for so long after all. After that, Grandmother was dressed Miss Faye in her usual outfit and tied her up. I'm not sure where she got the outfit, but you can assume she had it all planned out. Then, Grandmother must have changed it into Duck's clothes, smeared blood onto them, picked out the knife, and channeled Duck's spirit. That's how she made it look like Doug had committed the crime. Oh my god, spirit channeling back and forth. And that's how she escaped, right under our noses. This case, holy shit, there's plot twist after plot twist. God. Okay, finally you sweat. Keep sweating, I'm gonna break you soon. I know, Apollo. The whole thing still seems a bit far-fetched. Doug, what was going through your mind while all this was unfolding? So ultimately, it was all for naught. Utah? Those dreams of a revolution Dirk was always spouting. They placed nothing but false hope in the minds of the people. And in the end, they were simply fantasies. Ayuta, how can you? Karma has spoken. The dream of revolution has withered on the vine. Its fate is sealed. The other insurgents will soon wake from their shattered dreams. No, Dirk's dream can't die like this. I'm not going to sit back and let that happen. I can't and I won't. Nayuta, don't forget that Dirk's been proven innocent. His name is no longer tainted by the charge of murder. Now the rebels and their sympathizers who have been calling for his release can be charged with abetting the accused. Oh yeah, he's right. Because Dirk was dead before all of this happened. So the revolution is far from over. It's only just begun. No, Dirk has not yet been proven innocent. You have merely indicated the possibility of his innocence. Well, what do you mean? Dirk is indeed dead. However, what if it was Dirk who killed Minister Inga while being channeled by Miss Faye? Ah, Maya wouldn't know about that, right? even while the crime could have occurred at 2 p.m., we have yet to substantially prove it. We have. What are you talking about? Or do you have conclusive evidence that the time of Minister Inga's death was at 2 p.m.? Well, no, I don't, but it seems further testimony will be required of me, as it will appear that I have fallen under suspicion. I would like to state my case. Investigators and Marty, the rebellion must be snuffed out once and for all. You must prove Dirk Marty to be the foul murderer that he was. And every last insurgent and their sympathizers must be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act. As you wish, Your Eminence. Why is Naita doing this? Karen shouldn't have him under her thumb anymore. Amara's not a hostage, so what gives? Naita, what's left to chain you to her like this? Maybe he has a girlfriend, one that you didn't know before, huh? Very well, Queen Amara. Please proceed with your additional testimony. You have no proof. Well done, lawyer. You have painted me as a killer with nothing but your silver tongue. However, you have no evidence proving your distasteful theory. I hate it when the real killer just pull out this card. Yeah, you may have proven that you may have shown that I may be the murderer, but do you have any proof? It's like that circus guy. It's always like that. Furthermore, Dirk could have committed the crime while being channeled by Miss Faye. Now, let us end this charade. For the eternal glory of Kurain and its people, the animals return. Why is there a tiger here, huh? Do tigers live in mountains? Do you understand now, you putrid pepper? There is no point in defending Dirk any longer. It has all been in vain. Let me go and move on, right? Well, not today. Your theories are but a pillar of salt that crumbles at the slightest breeze. But no more. This ends here and now. The defense may proceed with its cross-examination. Confusing others is all part of a lawyer's trade, so I'll take that as a compliment. You would, wouldn't you? I suppose you have deceived countless souls with your lies. Not really. But I should not be surprised, considering you learned from him, Win Phoenix? Him? You mean Dirk, right? Yes, the man who deceived and seduced me, a grand priestess with a silver tongue. We are still talking about the case, right? Surely you have heard of a lady falling for the wrong man before. Ah, but the thing that I, of all people, would fall under that devil's spell. Wow, how did they ever get together in the first place, let alone procreate? I would advise all here today to beware these lawyers' silver tongue. Lest you too be unjustly painted as a criminal as I have been. I admit I don't have any solid evidence yet. But you're the only one who could have committed this crime. What on earth do you mean? Including Miss Faye, there are only 3 spirit mediums in Kudai. Furthermore, when the crime scene was first discovered, Queen Garden was with me and Mr. Wright, while Miss Faye was tied up in the tomb. That means that the dirt we saw after the minister's murder could only have been channeled by you, Queen Amara. Insolent lawyer! Really, your magistrate? But have you considered the following defense? What if there was, unbeknownst to us, another spirit medium in Kudai? Then you have to prove it, like I did, okay? I tried my best to prove there's another spirit medium. And now we know that Nena was actually Amara. If you say there's another spirit medium, where is she? Show her to us. Oh, come on. What chances? You lack the evidence to support your claim that Queen Amara is the killer. Which is why you have had to use the process of elimination to zero in on her. It therefore stands to reason that you would have to rule out all other possibilities as well. Now, can you eliminate the possibility of another spirit medium defense? But I can't. Under the circumstances to follow, there are 2 ways to establish Amara's guilt. We either prove she killed Inga, or prove she was in the tomb. Prove she killed Inga or prove she was in the tomb. I think it was don't tell me she hold this. Belonged to Doug, but we found it inside the tomb. There's a fingerprint found inside of the lid. Stained with the victim's blood. She held this while she was channeling, or maybe before it. Yeah, it stained with the victim's blood because he was shot. Okay. When he was shot. When he was shot, this thing, you see that blue butterfly on his belly? It was the same thing as this one. But then she picked it up, she opened it, and then she threw it away. We still don't know whose fingerprint it is, but holy shit. I'm not positive if this fingerprint was Amara's. She hid that Dirk kept this picture for so long, so she threw it away. Proof she was in the tomb. I can prove that Queen Amara was in the tomb when the murder occurred. It seems you are ever bent on painting me as the killer. Well, if the shoe fits, very well. Let us see some evidence that proves I was at the scene of the crime. You do have some, do you not? You wanna try, huh? You wanna try? Let's try. Guinamara. Does this pendant look familiar to you? Why, that is... You found it in the tomb, and it has the minister's blood on it. Which means it was probably dropped in the course of the crime. And I fail to see how it is relevant to your argument. Did that not belong to the accused? That's what I thought too. After all, Dirk had said it did himself. He said that? Dirk had said it did himself. Oh, Dirk said it belongs to him, yeah. Yes, but it was a lie. Because I believe he was covering for someone. And when he said the victim's blood, it said, oh, it meant Inga. Dirk had said it did himself. Covering? How? For who? There is a certain bit of evidence that shows the pendant isn't Dirk's. He still has his pendant here. That's a photo of the accused body, is it not? Yes, it is. And I'd like to call your attention to a certain spot in it. This is Dirk's. His is blue. You'll notice an object near Dirk's left arm. It is an identical pendant, except it's blue. Oh, now that you mention it. Don't you find that a little strange? Why would he own two of them, but in different colors? Here's what I think. The pendants were meant to go together as a pair. A pair? If the blue pendant was Dirk's, then what about this pink one with Minister Inga's blood on it? Who do you suppose it belongs to? She's sweating. Sorry to disappoint, but no fingerprints were found on the pink pendant. Therefore, we have no way of knowing to whom it belongs. Ah, but that's why you're wrong, Prosecutor Samadi. I'm guessing you didn't know that this pendant is actually a locket. Come again. Now this is where it gets interesting. When we open this locket up, we found a faint fingerprint inside, on the back of the lid to be exact. What? No. So now the question is, to whom does the fingerprint belong? Amada, it belongs to you, doesn't it? Yeah, ha ha ha. Now you're sweating bullets. Now you can't say anything. Uh, it seems actually rendered the witness speechless this time around. This cannot be. Mother, tell me it does not belong to you. But Nayuta, I think about it, Queen Amada. Dirk must have realized that you were channeling his spirit, and he had probably already figured out who the minister's killer was. And yet, he still claimed that the pink pendant belonged to him. But why would you do such a thing? You really don't know? He was protecting you. Because he loved you. He loved you until his very last breath and beyond. And one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Dirk knew everything, even that he was being used. But he kept quiet, all for your sake. Dirk, why do you always... Well, Queen Amada, Dirk, the one whose love for you never wavered all these years. Are you going to betray him now? Salute to his man. He loved his wife even after his death. Till death do us part? No, he does not know such words. He always protects her no matter what. Dirk, that's a different shock, different different expression than the usual break that the victim, that the killer usually shows. This cannot be. I refuse to accept it. Granamada, are you ready to confess to your crime? I can deny it no longer. The truth is, it was I, Amada Sikata Kudain, who slew Minister Inga. Finally she confessed. That's twice in one piece. This is beyond belief. Mother, why would you? Forgive me, Hayata. I never wished to cause you such sorrow. But I had no choice. It was the only way. The only way? So in the end, Queen Amada and Dirk Sanmadi. I suppose it means that they were unable to reconcile while he was still alive. I don't think the state of the kingdom or the incidents of the past would have allowed that. They were prisoners of their shared history, so to speak. Kuramada, there's something I need to know. You have staged a near-perfect crime. So why did you bring this pendant into the tomb with you? You should have known it could come back to haunt you. I I did not really understand it myself. I had nearly been assassinated by my own husband, yet I could not bear any hatred toward him. I was unable to discard this or part with it for even a short time. As with Dirk, I have never stopped loving my husband for the past 23 years. Mother. So she really believes it. That Dirk tried to assassinate her? Hang on, wait up. Then who did it? Who tried to assassinate her if it wasn't Dirk? Now that we know who's the killer in Inga's murder, are we going to prosecute someone for this assassination or attempted assassination? The locket found at the crime scene, it actually belongs to Amara. Your magistrate, is it not time to declare Dirk innocent? I would ask that you do this for my beloved, who now dwells in the Twilight Realm. Very well then. Your Eminence, Prosecutor Ahmadi, if you have no further objections. Ah, this cannot be my mother. I have no objections. Dirk, I did it. I finally did it. I proved your innocence. But very well then. Being that Queen Amara yet lives, we can no longer charge the accused with an assassination that never came to fruition. As for the murder of Minister Inga, the truth has been laid bare for all to see. Therefore, I will now pass judgment upon the accused, Mr. Dirk Ahmadi. Who said that? Huh? Raifon? Your benevolence? I cannot accept this. Is something the matter, your benevolence? Queen Amara is lying. It makes no sense. Queen Amara would not have killed my father. What's with her all of a sudden? Is there some sort of lingering affection towards Nana? Very far. Speak the truth, Queen Amara. Did you really kill my father? Yes, there is no mistake. She has confessed to the crime, thereby clearing the accused of all suspicion. As such, I see no need to continue these proceedings. But Bobhead, Hornhead, are you going to let this stand? Yes. Is there something wrong? Dirk's been proven innocent, and he's about to be declared not guilty. Even so, something doesn't feel right. Apollo, if you have any doubts, now's the time to raise them. After all, the courtroom is a place for finding the whole truth. Is there some unanswered question? Why did he die? He died at 3 p.m. No, he died at 2 p.m. Is there some unanswered questions? From the divination seance, we knew that he was stabbed from the back. He was stabbed from the back at 2 p.m. Wait a second. Hang on. He was stabbed in the back. Where was Queen? When did Queen Amada enter the tomb? Is there some unanswered question? We never use this, or this, or this, or this, or this. So there are several evidences that we haven't used. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, maybe 5, 6 with this. There are some evidences that we haven't used. So 6 pieces of evidence that we haven't used. That's a lot. So there's gonna be something in this case that is not yet answered. Some of that is 2. Hang on, what is left unanswered? What is left unanswered? I'm not sure. Let's continue a little bit. But it's all up to you. There are definitely things that don't quite add up. Does this mean that the whole truth hasn't been brought to light yet? Should I please continue to try? What is slap on that, sir? It was stabbed from behind. Then the whole story is Dirk was shot before he even went to the US. And then he went to the US. And then he was channeled by Maya, and all the time Maya was there. Then at the day of the murder, Dirk was murdered by Nena. And after that, the real Dirk came inside. Dirk came inside the tomb, and then the queen forces Dirk out. If only we had that piece of evidence. Forces Dirk out of Maya's body, and then Guanamara channeled Dirk. And then Dirk was with us the whole time. What is left unanswered? I think everything has been answered. The only mystery is about the fire 23 years ago. I thought this trial was also going to cover them. Let's push to continue. Omega 3, I have a feeling we haven't discovered the whole truth. The only way we ever find it is to continue this trial. On head. Very well then. Will the defense please tell us this? What important fact about this case has yet to come to light? The motive! Oh yeah, we still don't know. We know about the modern method. Mars made it like why? Queen Amada? Why did nobody ask why Queen Amada would want to kill Minister Inga? Why? There's something I still don't understand. What was your motive for killing Justice Minister Inga? That is a fair question, and one that I shall now answer. It was for the future of this kingdom that I slew Inga Karkul Kurain. To avert further tragedy, his death was an unfortunate necessity. For the tragedy? Over the past several years, Minister Inga had been rapidly expanding in his power. He had established a secret police and was relentless in his pursuit of the insurgents. He even had the overwhelming support of the people, but still he was not satisfied. Hungry for more power, he began planning a coup d'etat. Even his plot involving the founder's oath, which led to Mayafi's abduction. Yes, Minister Inga planned to use the oath to get access to great spiritual power, after which he would assassinate Galan and usurp the throne. Now we start talking about the founder's oath. His machinations were reminiscent of that terrible tragedy of 23 years ago, and as one affected by that incident, Amara vowed to never allow a repeat of such events. Yes, and Holy Mother delivered unto me the perfect opportunity to fulfill my vow. Security amid the courtyard was rather light, due to the rite of channeling, and Inga had barricaded himself in the tomb with his hostage, away from prying eyes. I knew I would never again have such a perfect opportunity, so at 2 p.m., during the rite of channeling, I slipped into the tomb and slew the minister. Holy shit, she lied! My bracelet. Apollo. Yep. It seems this trial is far from over. Vinamada, I believe you're still hiding something. But if you want to keep on playing this game of hide and seek, then let's start with that last statement you made. If I must. Alright, let's take a look. There's something. I think there be anything wrong with her face, right? So there are 3 parts. First one is at 2 p.m. doing the channel in. I slip, and the second one is I slip into the tomb. The third one is I slew the minister. That's one. Not at 2 p.m. Are you kidding me? Queen Amara. You're not very comfortable talking about the 2 o'clock god of channeling, are you? I can tell because the finger on your left hand twitched almost imperceptibly when you did. Oh, that pose you make. Is that something about your chest that makes you nervous? Whatever do you mean? The murder occurred at 2 p.m. And I'm very positive Amara was in the tomb at that time. So then, why is she so self-conscious about her chest when she talks about the vibe? The right of channeling? Didn't Obvious have a picture of it? Queen Amara, I have here a picture of the right of channeling. It was secretly taken by a certain individual. Now she comes back. I thought she was gonna sit by the sideline. Such insolence. I would have the perpetrator's name at once. Sorry, no can do. You see, I just happened to find it on the ground, so... Do you take me for a fool? How about we discuss the photo's origin a little later? Because right now, there's something much more pressing at hand. I believe this photo merits further examination. I just wish there was more than this. I just wish there was more to see in it than darkness and more darkness. You know, be able to make out a few more details with some image adjustments. Let's ask Emma if she can help. Bailiff, please summon Detective Sky to the Hall of Justice. Here you are. I was able to obtain a much clearer image by raising the brightness. What's that right there? Whose face was that? Both of them have some kind of scar on their cheek. I mean the tattoo. Ah, if only one of them has kind of different tattoo on their face. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the same. 1, 2, 3. An injury? No, wait. I think it's a burn scar. Photo updated. Wait a second. Your evidence. You don't have a burn scar like that on your chest. Apollo, what are you doing? Looking at the queen's chest. Oh my god, it was actually her. It was actually Karan who did it. What's going on here? What the fuck? This is Amada because she has the broad mark. The one who's meeting the king from Neighboring Kingdom was actually Amara. If the person in this photo isn't Queen Karen, then who is it? It's definitely Queen Amara. Queen Amara, the person in this photo isn't Queen Garan. It's you posing as her, isn't it? The one who actually killed Inga was actually Garan. Holy shit. The two of you look quite similar, but that's no surprise, considering your sisters. Even the shape and position of your facial tattoos are almost exactly the same. Oh yeah, they're different by a bit. I thought they were the same. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I thought they were the same, but they are not exactly the same, just almost the same. And you're both capable of channeling spirits. Therefore, it would have been easy for you to impersonate Queen Gaga. Queen Amara, you have a burn scar on your chest, don't you? Let's remove your round mandala so we can see what's behind it for ourselves. Apollo just clearly and loudly in front of everybody requests to see a former queen's chest. What the fuck, Apollo? Oh, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning. Holy shit, it's really there. Look! It's the exact same burn scar as the one in the photo. Oh my god. I don't understand. I know it. So the person in this photo really is. Yes, it's Queen Amara. This is absurd. Are you suggesting that switch places? Amara's confession earlier was also false. Mother, what is the meaning of this? So you see, this changes everything. We know for a fact that this photo was taken at 2 p.m. The exact time the murder took place. But that would mean Queen Amara couldn't possibly have committed this crime. Exactly. She now has an ironclad alibi. So Minister Inga's killer couldn't have been Queen Amara. It's Queen Garan. I am afraid. I no longer follow the fence. It's Queen Garan. Was it not Queen Amara who channeled the minister and the accused to stage the crime? Yes, that fact has not changed. You have evidence placing her at the scene of the crime. And Jack could have only been there in the tube if she were channeling him. Which means, while Queen Amara did use spirit channeling to stage the crime, she didn't kill Minister Inga. His real killer is someone else. Queen Amara is not the killer, then who is it? Let's start pointing fingers, shall we? Isn't it obvious? Why was this rite held in the first place if Queen Garan wasn't going to perform it? Who was behind the two sisters switching places, and for what reason? The answer to these questions, along with the establishment of Queen Amara's alibi, are Obliterate certain someone's alibi. My nuts. Is this some kind of joke? Shut up, Judge. I don't expect you to be surprised anymore by whatever, by whoever that I point my finger at, okay? No, your Mega Sweet. I could never joke with something so great. The only one who seemed to have a perfect alibi at the time of the murder was Her Eminence Karan Sigadan Kudain. Guatemala, didn't your sister Queen Gada ask you to poison her and perform the rite of channeling? Aye. And didn't she also have you drive the spirit from his face body and then stage the crime to make it look like he was the minister's killer? And at 2 p.m., while you were performing the rite of channeling as Queen Gara, didn't she kill Minister Inga while disguised as Dirk? Well, your mercifulness. It's no use trying to hide it any longer. You need to tell us the truth now. Mother. Justice Minister Inga's true killer is what? She was shot? Ha ha ha! I really did it! Oh, your God, why? Your evidence, my life is yours! Wait, a God shot her? Isn't he one of God's loyal gods? Kuinamara! Bailiff, arrest the gods, man! Holy shit, why is it so much complicated? God couldn't have. Could she? Someone call for an ambulance! Quickly now! What the fuck is happening? I thought it's supposed to end. To be continued! It's not ending! We're continuing to the last part, huh? Let's go, let's save it here. Beyond despair. What the fuck is happening? I thought it's gonna be as simple as pointing the finger to Karan. But no. Amara had to be shot. What the fuck, man? Hang on, let's return the game's menu. If it's gonna be next chapter, it's gonna be long. We have another 2 hours worth of trial. Also, this is gonna be special episode. Zero? Oh, I don't think video too. What is this? Wait, let me play around with this. What is this? Let's try 3 seasons. Smug. Is this the default? Is it smug? Smiling. Ah, we can do this, huh? Smiling ice cream. Smiling big cream. Hey. Empathic. Is this all being empathic? Wow, we can do this. This is such a fun addition to the game. Oh, that's just putting on easy. Mr. Hand. I'll try to do so. Oh, this one she was beside us. And that's it. 18 animation.
異議あり食らえマスターそこだ異議あり
Oh my god, this is so cool.
食らえ
Sky, Eka only. Oh my god, you can use it for so many people. Every match it away, Roman the twos. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun. Hang on, let's see. Where's Apollo? Yeah, Bob. Ah, it's so cool. It's gonna be so fun. And also it's for the 3 games. Oh god, it's gonna be so much fun playing with it. Live for the game. Oh. Oh. It's the movies. Oh. We are commission basis official guidebook. Sorry, Digest episode 1. Sorry, Digest episode 1 is this. This is so cool. Oh my god. Oh, the concept art. You wear a suit. Doesn't suit him. Ah, along with the small Trucy. Why are there masks over there? Oh, was she supposed to be using a mask? There are so many masks on the left. Another concept. She has a lot of costume design, huh? Before they finally decided with the one she is now. Mr. Hat. Mr. Hat. Phoenix. Kristoff. Is this also Kristoff? Oh. It looks different in the concept art. She's Emma Sky. I just realized I never saw her full body in the game. I didn't know she's wearing not full length pants. Shady Smith. Olga Orly, Eldu, Tatiala, Kitaki, Wesley, Amalon, Machi, Darian. Oh my god, he used to have a scar on his forehead. Over in the tooth. Drew Miss Ham. Red Arm Miss Ham. This guy, Spark Vision. Valentine Mario. and Talasa. Winston Payne, the judge, Dr. Gutierrez. Big Gum Shoe, long time no see, where are you now, huh? I don't think we're seeing it anywhere, huh? Oh wait, we're back. Mickey's. Alright, that is fun and all, but I need to end. Where is that for, right? Oh, it's a shift one. Why are there a lot of shift ones we haven't? About to tell when about time traveler. Every project techniques at least once in all 3 games. Wait, why is it not only 3 out of 8? What the hell? What are the other forensic techniques we haven't tried? This is one the allowance and about the clear full justice is performing. What? We don't know about that. Oh, chasing guilty. We just guilty, we got an achievement. Using her life choices to visualization should be. Rebellious recipe. Examine Turks with an order and the devil had it twice. Wait, we didn't do that. Advocate 2 Spirit of Justice now. Before you terminate the juicy. Oh, we didn't do that. Over 10 earn from the Inga from the court. There are two more ladders and sub-ladders. So we'll examine Charlie where we haven't done that. Anyway, I'm gonna stream. The case is actually still far from to be completed. Oh my god. Let's see. I don't think I can raid anyone, but let's see. Try some demos. Happy Pupe Popoco. The following. Let's see the following. Select. Let's read Swashbuckling Fox.